It's not just the professionalism with which we work, it's the heart, the love, the kindness that endears people to us.
And what radio station is that?
Nigeria Police Radio, 99.1 FM, Abuja. Always your friend. Nigeria Police Radio.
99.1 FM Abuja.
Always your friend.
Good evening. Welcome to another powerful edition of Horizon on the Nigeria Police Radio 99.1 FM Abuja. This is your platform for direct conversation and clarity from the Nigeria Police Force. And today we continue our mission to bridge the gap by linking up with police commands across the nation, airing every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. I am Ali Udoma. And tonight, we bring the spotlight to Kano State, where the past week has been one of profound contrast for the police command. They are marked by a horrific crime that shocked the nation. More importantly, followed by a swift police response that has been widely commended. We are joined by the officer at the center of communicating these events to you, the police public relations officer of Kano State Police Command, in person of CSP Abdullahi Haruna Kiyawa. CSP Haruna Abdullahi Kiyawa, good evening and thank you for joining us. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm listening. Good evening, Nigeria Police Radio Abuja.
All right, good evening and thank you for joining us.
Thank you, sir.
So, how is Kano State Command doing today, and by extension, the good people of Kano, just like you fondly called Kano people say, Kano Timbingiwa Kode Mekazo Ampika.
Yeah.
So, how are you guys doing today?
The Police Public Relations Officer of Kano State Police Command. As of today, Kano State is very peaceful and very calm. We are living in a very serene and peaceful atmosphere in this state. Though the day before yesterday, precisely on 17th January 2026, the state recorded a very sad and ugly incident that resulted in the gruesome killing of a housewife together with her two children. But however, the Commissioner of Police, under the direction of the IGP, have already coordinated intelligence-led operations that led to the arrest of these culprits. 3 suspects are currently in our custody, and investigations into this very heinous act is ongoing.
All right, so Abdullah, let's just cut you here. Sorry for that. We will be talking about this in details because, yes, the important part of it is that after the sad event occurred, the police response was swift and suspects have been taken into custody. But more importantly, for us today on this platform and for our teaming listeners and viewers, we want to get the step-by-step full details of what actually happened and the action taken by the police that actually led to this particular arrest that has been made, because it was within 24 hours your command announced the arrest of these 3 suspects, including the victim's own nephew as the alleged mastermind. Can you walk us through the intelligence and operational steps that led to this remarkable swift breakthrough?
Thank you for this very important highlight. The report was obtained on 17th January 2026 in the afternoon hours from the Lieutenant Quarters here in the state that from Woodland went to Chirenti, the Quarters in Kano, and killed the housewife as well as 6 of her children. It's a very sad incident, devastating, that affects not only the community, but also. And when this report was received, immediately the State Commissioner of Police, PPRO, and Abuja Police mobilized the team of operative security. The team was led by the Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of the Command Operations Department. They went to the scene, cordoned off the area, and rushed the victim, that is the body, to Murtala Mohammed Specialist Hospital, Kano, where a medical doctor on duty certified all the 7 bodies are dead, and immediately the CP now set up a committee of investigators led by an Assistant Commissioner of Police, Department of Criminal Investigation Department, ACP Wadajarma, where they went into action. Following the incident, and of course at the same time acting on the directions of the Inspector General of Police, IGP Kano the command leveraged intelligence-led policing to apprehend 3 suspected masterminds behind this brutal murder of the housewife and her 6 children. And the operation was conducted from 10 p.m. of 17th to 4 a.m. of 18th. It's an 6-hour operation that led to the arrest of 3 suspects. We have Umar Awolu, a 22-year-old. We have Isiaku Yakubu, 40 years old, as well as Yakubu Abdulaziz, of 21 years old. After the arrest, the gang leader, that is the lead, by name Umar Awolu, that happened to be a native to the deceased housewife, while on investigation, confessed to the crime. And also admitted that this syndicate of 3, this is not the first time they are committing atrocities like this. Before this, within the state, last year, 2 other homicide cases were recorded that led to the death of 2 housewives under the anxiety division in Chidunyola quarters, as well as the rape and death of 9-year-old girl. All these ones they confess to these 2 other heinous crimes, and currently They have been transferred to the Command Criminal Investigation Department, the homicide section. And as I'm talking to you now, experts are coming in. This case investigation is ongoing to investigate everything which are due to conduct thorough investigation and arraign the suspect before the court.
All right, thank you for that detailed update about the incident, CSP Abdullahi. From your press release, you mentioned that the prime suspect, Umar Awalu, which you also reiterated just now on air, that not only confessed to this crime but also admitted involvement in the other violent killings in Tudunyola quarters, which you just highlighted. What does this confession reveals about the nature of this threat? Is this a lone family tragedy, or does it point to a more organized violent syndicate operating in Kano?
This one is an organized crime. You know, one thing that make all the three churches is that they are all related. And this killing has been spearheaded and planned by a family member that was already arrested among the suspects that happened to be Isiaku Yakubu, the 40-year-old. You know, it's related to all the family. And the other woman also, he hired them. Woman is related, and then the one other, he hired Kida. He now employs services of the two to achieve his term of eliminating some of the members of the major family. There are so many reasons based on the preliminary investigation conducted on why he committed this atrocity.
Okay, now, is there, from your investigation, have you been able to discover the motive behind Isiaku now bringing all of these people to perpetrate this crime within the same family?
As I'm talking to you now, this case investigation is ongoing. And since the case is under investigation, we will let you know in due course. But however, all the suspects are out track. And of course, we are progressing. We are recording suspects as regards to the investigation, especially the major suspects that we recorded, all the cycles, all those involved in all that has to do with these three cases of culpable homicide. All the suspects, all of them are in police custody. And investigation is ongoing, and in due course, we will let you know.
Okay, have you made any recovery after arresting the suspect? Did you recover any, perhaps, exhibit or anything that was used to perpetrate the crime, or anything that can connect them to the crime?
Yes, recoveries were made. The first suspect, that is one of the principal suspects arrested, Umar Awalu, that happened to be the nephew of this last victim. When he was arrested in his own compound at the Sagwargandu quarters, Kano, he was arrested in possession of the victim's two mobile phones in his pocket. Blood-stained clothes were also recovered in his room, and some amount of money also recovered. Exhibits also recovered from him. We recover a clock, which we popularly call here in local parlance as Bora, as well as one cutlass. Whereas the other two suspects arrested also were arrested with dangerous weapons of knives and cutlasses. They are all with the police, and police is conducting a thorough investigation in order to complete the crime investigation.
All right, thank you, CSP Abdullahi. Why I'm asking this question is because it's one thing to effect an arrest, but it is also another to secure judgment when you go to prosecution. Some of these things are vital in terms of pushing or prosecuting your case at the court. So now, this particular case has drawn reactions from the highest levels in this country. The Deputy President of the Senate, Senator Barrow Jibrin, commended your command's swiftness, but called for a thorough investigation and speedy trial. Governor Abba Yusuf, also governor of Kano State, condemned the killings and also commended the police. How does the command now handle this pressure to deliver justice visibly, and also quickly, while ensuring the investigation, which you have emphasized on, which is ongoing, is watertight for a successful prosecution?
Of course, whatever the command is doing, we are doing under the directive and at the same time the guidance of the Inspector General of Police. The police are professionals and will continue to be committed in conducting our duties. As I told you, this case, the police has recorded major successes, and currently we are expanding the investigation, and everything will be done in due course. After the investigation is completed, all the suspects involved will be charged to court for prosecution. Prior to this time, I know you know the situation of Kano, and you can see that if not because of this case that the command recorded, it has been long with not record any major incident. The issues of criminal activities in the state have been out, almost decimated. Previously, Zambia, and
Hello? Hello? Oh, I think we are having a bit of a network challenge. Okay, he's back. Oh, hello. Can you hear me, CSP Abdullahi?
I'm listening.
Okay, we just missed you for quite some seconds. Yeah, we lost connection for some seconds. So you could just retrace your steps.
This investigation is ongoing and we will let you know. The police are professional. The line will be guided and directed the right to continue to do our work. And by God's grace, I know people will continue to appreciate the police, not only in Kano but in the country. Other issues that I am thinking about that has to do with the security of Kano. Prior to this time, towards the conclusion of the year 2025, we have threats of infiltration of bandits to the state. But however, due to the coordination, due to the cooperation of the state government, security agencies, the good people of the state, that one is now becoming a history of the past. For a long time, we don't record anything that has to do with that. Also, other crimes such as robbery, mobile phones robbery, and
in fact, I have some question I want to ask you on that aspect as well.
Okay, I'm listening.
But before we get to that, my listener, if you're just joining, you're listening to The Horizon on the Nigeria Police Radio 99.1 FM Abuja, a program where we bridge the gap between members of the public and the Nigeria Police Force. We take a tour around the country, bringing you official and authoritative voices from the various police command across Nigeria. And today on the program, we have been joined by the spokesperson of the Nigeria Police Force, Kano State Police Command, CSP, Abdullahi Haruna Kiawa, who is doing justice to our conversation. And again, we are streaming the program live on social media. You can follow us right now and watch the conversation. If you are an ardent follower and you want to see how events unfold on the program, on Facebook, you can watch us on the Nigeria Police Radio 99.1 FM. I'll take that again. Nigeria Police Radio 99.1 FM. We're also live on official Facebook handle of the Nigeria Police Force. Nigeria Police Force. You can get us there on X and on YouTube. We are also streaming live. Nigeria Police _ Nigeria. You can get us there. You watch, and if you have any question at all you want to drop, do well to drop it over there. We will attend to it. At some point, we will open the phone line here in the studio where you can also call in and ask any question at all or comment on what we are doing. So thank you very much for staying once again, especially Abdullahi. Just days before the murder, that's this recent incident, your command announced another significant breakthrough. On January 15th, operatives of your command intercepted a tricycle in Gwale local government area, and based on that information, you said about 3,700 pieces of electric detonators. The suspect confessed to transporting them from Nasarawa State, and this seems like a potential terror threat averted. What was the intended destination and purpose of these explosives from your investigation, and how does this interception fit into the command's broader strategy against conventional threats in Kano?
Yeah, thank you. These are two separate operations conducted. On 13th January, the police officers attached to Region Memo Division. Region Memo Division is a division border within the metropolis, linking the state to other states of Katsina and Zamfara state.
Okay.
On that first operation, on the director of the Commissioner of Police, a search warrant was executed at the residence in Kidimbojo quarters, where two big sacks containing suspected incriminating materials were discovered. A team of experts from the command's POD, PPRO, explosive ordnance disposal, chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear, conducted record recognition and identification of the suspected materials.
Okay.
One of the sacks was discovered to contain 6 rolls of detonating corpse that is used for bomb making, while the other one contains some suspected illicit drugs of suspected cannabis sativa and exotic tablets. So in the second one also similarly, team of police attached to Antibaba of the command while on their duty intercepted with vehicle that was containing some suspected heavy material. And immediately after the arrest, the area was cordoned off and experts from the EOD TBRN were mobilized to the place, where on just identification, they discovered also another bomb-making electric detonator, about 3,700 in number. And the suspect was arrested.
Okay.
Ibrahim Garba, popularly known as Manyandak, 49 years old, here in Kano, he resides in Sheka. The investigation reveals that it has been victim of Zamfara state that left Zamfara to Kano. While on investigation, we discovered that all these recoveries are moving from Nasarawa towards Zamfara state. And as I'm telling you, this one, investigations into this are all ongoing.
All right. So now the suspect in the explosive case now came from Nasarawa, but you said he's an indigent of Zamfara. How closely is the Kano command working with police commands in neighboring states? Especially when you said the location that arrest was even affected is a border town from Metropolis to neighboring Katsina and also Zamfara. So how do you collaborate with other neighboring commands and also sister security agencies like the DSS and the rest to track the network behind movement of such dangerous materials? Because it's more like a network.
The security agencies in Kano are working as one. And also, we have been communicating with all other commands. Our state commissioner of police, CP Ibrahim Kogi, has been leading in all the intelligence gathering as well as the investigation being conducted. You can see, in addition to this one, you can see while follow-up and ongoing, this is gathering of intelligence. Our neighbor states that are going to be Katsina, that I said that division is a border division within the metropolis to other local government areas. Also, Katsina jointly with Kano did another operation where they recovered some other explosives. As I'm telling you, a discreetly investigation is going to ensure that no stone is left unturned as far as rounding up all the elements that are involved in this crime.
All right, thank you very much, CSP Haruna Abdullah Kiawa. We will be going on a short break. When we come back, the program continues. And as it is in our tradition, we usually call the phone number at this moment for our listener to get prepared to call immediately we return from this break. The studio line you can call from wherever you are listening or watching us from is 080-699-75761. I'm going to take that again, 080-699-75761. You can also send me WhatsApp message on that same number. Perhaps you want to send an SMS. Yes, you're welcome. You can do that also. On the Facebook handle, you can drop your comments, questions, and suggestions. We will take them right away. So stay with us, and we will return in a short while. This is the Nigeria Police Radio, 99.1 FM, Abuja.
Every day, the Nigerian police force they work hard to protect we life and property, but to get through safety, we must collaborate.
When we talk, we fit act fast. It good make we join hands together report kurukere movement, share useful information, dey on alert, and make we no fear at all.
Together, we fit stop crime and make our communities safe. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, he don dey call for we people to join hands with the Nigerian police force to take fight criminalities. Crime dey grow where people no dey gree talk. Make we no keep quiet again. My name na CSP Benjamin Adeyemi, First Public Relations Officer. Together, we will secure Nigeria.
If you see something, talk am.
You're welcome back. And in case you just joined in, you're welcome. You're right on time because you will definitely get a part of the conversation and you will be excited that you tuned to this station. It is the Nigeria Police Radio 99.1 FM Abuja. The program is Horizon, where we have a guest who has joined us via the telephone in person of CSP Abdullahi Haruna Kiawa, Police Public Relations Officer, Kano State Command, who is giving us security update as to what is happening in Kano. What are the incidents? What are the actions taken by the police? And what are ways that you can cooperate and help the police to help serve you better? Thank you very much for staying with us, CSP Abdullahi. All right, the phone number to call into the studio once again is 08069975761. I have a caller here. Hello, good evening. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Fine, thank you.
My name is Mohammed.
You're welcome, Mohammed. Let's hear you.
When we talk of issue of supplements, that is going to represent again, those who call themselves that they are born to this earth, time will come nothing. Our personnel, may God bless them.
Amen.
And may God reward them.
Amen.
You want to tell our government, let them improve. To less money to police, let them give them with less money. Those people that are terrible, they are workaholic. They are dangerous. It's not easy. Even you cannot understand on the main road in the night. People have been catching you up and down. Don't know who is this. And this is why they continue doing their work. At the end of the day, no water, nothing, no drink, no food, no allowance. What do they call them for? They are human. They let them help these people. This is the country that the police can go as a country will promote them because they are working harder. They know their job. What job when they after the say police is that is bad. Because they're not giving them help. If you put small people out, you didn't give them food. You go out there and say, please let Nigeria pay, even though they are paying 5 million per month, each month for this is not bad. Because the people that are looking at this money are there, looking at our money. Let them increase our police money. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Mohammed. We appreciate your contribution. Keep the calls coming through. If you have any question for my guest, CSP Haruna Abdullahi Kiawa, 08069975761 is the studio line. You can call and ask any question that has to do with Kano State Police Command activities or Kano State Security General. All right, CSP Abdullah, it was a commendation on the part of the police and also a call for action on the part of the government. That was the call we received.
Thank you. I'm listening.
All right, so there's another call here. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Oh, we lost that call. Another is coming in. Hello, good evening. Hello. Hello. Oh, perhaps the person didn't realize he or she was already up on air. So let's take some comments here from the Facebook portal before we come back to the phone line. This message is from Aliyu Mustafa. He says, "Hello, good evening. I really appreciate the work of police in Kano State. They are doing good and correct job to tackling insecurity. May Allah reward them." From Aliyu Kano. Then Saddam Magaji says, "God bless." Okay, God bless you too. Thank you. LOML said, "God bless the Nigeria police." And Mubarak M. Yahaya says, "The voice is not clear." Okay, thank you for that feedback, Mubarak. We will try to see how we can improve the voice. I don't know if from the Facebook that you're saying it's not clear. Okay, we have a call here via the phone. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. My name is Ibrahim Muhammad Bangaba.
Okay, you're welcome. We can hear you. Go ahead. Oh my world. Hello, can you hear me? The network is really not friendly this evening. Perhaps we'll continue with our conversation. If you are finding it difficult to get me through the call, you can utilize the WhatsApp portal. Same number 08069975761. You can drop me a WhatsApp message. I'll take it up from there. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you for calling. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Abdullah.
Okay, you're welcome.
I wish you today.
Thank you, sir.
And also, I welcome to both brothers.
All right. Do you have any question or comments for my guest, CSP Abdullah Kiawa?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Hello.
Oh my world. I think at this moment, I don't really know what to do with this network. It's really acting up, but let's see if we can have a conversation with this person. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Thank you for calling. What's your name and where calling from?
My name is Kano from Plateau State.
All right, go ahead, please.
Yes, I'm calling this evening to commend the work of the Nigerian Police Force, especially the Kano State Command, the Commissioner of Police, and all those involved in this operation. We thank you. Really appreciate you are doing your good work. And we pray for you always. We recommend.
Hello, good evening. Oh my world. So let's just pause with the calls for a moment. Let's go back to our guest. Thank you, CSP Abdullahi, for your time. Are you with me?
I'm with you, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. So beyond the headlines cases now, what are the prevailing crime patterns in Kano? Is there any rise in violent domestic disputes, cult-related activities, that's DEBA in this regard, or property crimes? What is the command strategic focus for tackling the most common crimes that affect the everyday citizen?
Currently, I can say that the state is very safe and very peaceful.
Okay.
We have when you say last year we recorded so many issues, but by good grace, you see that this year towards the end of this year, with the new strategy put in place, we no longer able to record those cases. In mid last year, we had so many threats of this issue of Togri Daba, mobile handset robbery, mobile handset daylight robbery. But the Commissioner of Police, Ibrahim Adamapuri, then immediately launched a community-based operation. It was launched and called Operation Kukankura. Kukankura is a community-based operation and a strategy employed by Kano Police Command, where we educate the good people of the state that the issue of criminal activity, we need to collaborate, we need to cooperate, join hands together in order to deal with this issue. As I'm telling you, throughout this year, we don't record any case of mobile handset robbery within the state. The issue of DABA is now becoming a history of the past. Also, as I told you, this case we are investigating, you can see family members are involved in killing their own members of the family. In all the three cases we are investigating, the arrest in this one now led to the breakthrough, full breakthrough in other cases. If I tell you that what led to that breakthrough, you're surprised. It's not the arrest confession of the suspect. It's based on the investigations conducted and denied by the Commissioner of Police. The CP led the operation, and he was in the process throughout the arrest and then that preliminary investigation. The CP's interrogation and the questioning of the suspect led to the other breakthrough at that night, within 6 hours of the operation. And that's why it's very superb. And as I'm telling you, that those investigations led to this discovery. I was there with the CP when he was secondly interviewed the suspect today. And when they are saying the way they conducted the border operations for Chile, before this one, you can see that issues of domestic violence want to be there. So I think when you look at this one, that it's an issue that all hands need to be on deck. We'll continue to expand our public enlightenment and sensitization to all look and credit of the steps to ensure that people continue to understand that we need each other to succeed. Neighborhood politics, when when you see crimes like this, members of the public need to be very vigilant. Whenever there is any suspicious movement, any suspicious item, with this, I think Kano State needs to be commended. The good people of the state, our community policing strategy is working. The recent discovery and recovery of that bomb making wires, you can see we got this information from members of the public. The residents who suspected item, was, we went there and we were able to start and now recover all the bomb making explosives. And also, it recycled. It was observed by a member of the public. And when you see that it is a suspicion, it should be immediately contacted the command. And the CP directly mobilized team of Amsterdam because they are near where they saw the suspicious recycling. So I can see that you see the good people of the state, when they continue to do this, especially feeding us with information of any suspicious movement, suspicious activities, suspicious items. I think if they continue with it, we will continue to succeed. But I'm telling you, Kano State is very beautiful. Kano State is very calm. If not because of this incident, you see that the crime prevention mechanisms are ongoing. Most of these crimes are being even intercepted before anything is being committed. So we'll continue to educate, to enlighten, to call on. Currently, the command is planning a lot of community engagement, which of course I will inform you. This month we have community engagement. Next month we have many of them. We'll continue to incorporate the police radio for all this your assistance, for helping the command, of course, to get a large reach of what we are doing and the public enlightenment and conservation activities.
All right, thank you very much. I don't know whether this commendation that you are talking about from the part of members of the public or the collaboration you've been enjoying, whether because I follow you on your social media handle, and at some point I usually see you playing football matches with some people, this organization, this group, this business. Is it one of your ways of bringing the people around the police force? Is that a strategy you adopted?
Yeah, you see, the ICP has made it very categorically clear to all commands and formations that they should concentrate more on community-centric politics, community politics. The police command in Kano under the able leadership of the Commissioner of Police, CP Ibrahim Adambaku, has been doing a lot in order to bring the public closer to the police. Some of those engagements, you see football matches, you see us doing town hall meetings, jogging, conducting some sanitation exercise together with the public. So I will tell you what we have. We are very much aware with the volatility of the situation in Kano. Kano is very volatile. We can't take into consideration the massive population in the state being the center of command. And currently we have a program that will be coming at the end of this month, and we are going to extend our details to you so that you see what we'll be doing. We are going to now, what we have two engagements. One is a school engagement, while it's already planned. The other one has to do with sensitizing all the social media people on issues of fake news and hate speech. Politics, how people are going to the social media, misusing the social media, creating enmity, hate speeches, peddling and peddling with fake news. So this is our next, and the stakeholders to be involved in this. We have the police, we have other security agencies, we have the media stations, we have the social media influencers, we have the political parties, the gladiators, the IFAC. In fact, we were all segments of youth, especially segment of the society. They are part of this engagement, and it's going to be organized by the Kano State Police Command in conjunction with AMG Foundation and yes, the NGOs that have been supporting all this our community engagement, and of course we are using it.
All right, thank you very much, Abdullah Kiawa, for that. The phone line has been buzzing for quite some time, but I don't want to cut your line of thought, and that is why I had to let you continue with that. Thank you very much. You can put the calls through now if you're listening to us. 08069975761. All right, to you now, CSP Abdullah Kiawa. From your frontline perspective, because you said you were there when the CP was interrogating some of those suspects, what is the most significant challenge the Kano State Police Command is currently facing? Is it inadequate manpower, logistical constraint like vehicles and communication equipment, or evolving sophistication of criminals? What exactly?
When I said we have to change the ICC for all the support, a lot of trainings are ongoing. Even today, we attended another training. There is an ongoing training that the ICC organized across all commands, which is the police in Kano, we are part of it. A lot of training, retraining of both administration, operation, investigation, and intelligence are ongoing everywhere in the command, and we will continue to appreciate what work here in Kano in community police. People are helping, they are cooperating, they are encouraging, they are praying. So all I would say, we are good to go, and we will continue to work professionally to ensure that the new people of the state continue to be happy with the police.
A couple of days ago, you sent a press release which talked about curfew restricting the commercial activities of tricycles from a particular time to a particular time. What prompted that, and what is the response you got from members of the public, especially the Tricycle Association and also the riders?
Because this time, the issue about commercial motorcycles, that is operating motorcycles for commercial purposes, has been done in the state. The government banned all forms of conveying of passenger on motorcycles from commercial purpose.
Yes.
And that is not all the states, only the metropolitan local government regions.
Okay.
And we make it very clear, and we inform members of the public. And also, the movement of tricycles were also restricted from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. daily. And the state government, after all this pronouncement and announcement, the police continue to ensure that people continue to obey all this state government direction.
All right.
So, recently, it was observed that some of these motorcycles return to their commercial activity. And that is why the police now, especially it is banned, that all roads are banned, and the deviators were arrested. Some of the tricycles were intercepted also that violated the restriction, and also some riders, motorcycle riders, commercial motorcycle riders that also violated the ban were arrested and transported as well. And since then, we have been doing cooperation of the state, because the people of the state are aware why this action. They were well informed them, and they were happy that these actions were taken for security purpose. And we will continue whatever we do with the public, let them be trust. And as far as Kano is concerned, I said I have to continue to say that community policing is working in Kano. Every day we need to get information from the members of the public that, of course, help us in prevention of crime.
All right, thank you very much. We have a caller here. Let's hear from this caller. Hello, good evening.
good evening.
Good evening. Thank you for calling.
Thank you for this conversation with CP Abdullah Kiawa. My name is Nafi Mishago. I'm calling you right now from Dorai.
Okay, go ahead, please, Nafi.
I had your conversation. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I'm with you. Go ahead, please.
So many times Kano State have been cover these issues, bandits and other criminal activities in this society. Like my society, we have many problems about this issue. So let me put straight to my question is what CC Abdullah Kiawa wants people like many times when police covered any issue or any criminal activities, whatever they found people having this criminal activities, but the first time we had police command arrest all people that caught from this from the others any issues of criminal activities, but we can't had the last minute of the investigation. We just heard about the first segment of the investigation, but we can't say that where those people were at the end time going to. We just see silence from the police command. We can't understand.
All right, thank you, Napi. We got your question. CSP Abdullah Kiawa, I hope you can react to that. And Napi, for the record, he's CSP, not CP. Thank you.
Thank you, Prof. I think one of the areas that change the security architecture is right. Because completely a police station was huge. The tactical unit was placed in that already called SWAT, headed by a CSP. The Commissioner of Police is not that headed. Of course, the taking of that unit that led in order to improve the security in that area is quite already. Similarly, whatever has to do with police, we have our own limitations. Whenever we arrest suspects, when we see what we do, we follow up, conduct investigation, get all the witnesses, all the evidences, and try to court. Just like this, like all others.
Yes.
This case, after we create the investigation, we are going to start this case to court. And as usual, we are going to inform members of the public of all what we are doing, the achievements, as well as even name of the court that just something that will arrest. I think for them to know, to be kind of new to us, because they kind of follow way to see our engagement in the radio, in the television, in the social media. We follow way to inform the public of what we are doing. So that one improve the level of confidence of the police and even the trust. So that is why we are always appreciating people of the state because they are cooperating on their heart.
All right, thank you very much for that response. That is accountability on your own part, which is highly commendable. So finally, the people of Kano have been traumatized by recent events, but also reassured by the swift police action. What is your direct personal message to the residents of Kano about safety, vigilance, and their partnership with the Nigeria Police Force?
Of course, we have to realign ourselves with members of the state. This one is a sad incident that happened. The Commissioner of Police has already condoled the family, people of Chiranchi, and Kano State at that. But however, we have to continue to call on the members of the state that the issue of security is a collective responsibility that requires the cooperation of everyone. So we are calling on the people of the state to continue to remain vigilant whenever they see any suspicious activity or any suspicious movement. They should immediately report at their nearest police station or call the Kano State Police Command through our emergency contact number. And in addition to this, as I said earlier, always inform the police. We are conducting a lot of community engagement, a lot of programs. We need people to continue to cooperate with us. Without the public support and cooperation, we will not get what we want. But when they cooperate with us, they continue to align themselves with us. We will continue to record more successes. Not success of arresting criminals after commission of them. No, but the the suspects that we have been recording of preventing of the crime. Issues like this are issues that members of the public are we should remain vigilant. Whenever there is any suspicious, change of environment, suspicious cases, suspicious activities, they should not keep quiet. They should report to the police. And finally, we need to remain our brother's keepers. Whatever happens to your neighbor, also it affects you. Because when something happens and you are not serious, you are not careful, you don't report. One day this will happen to me, tomorrow it may happen to you.
All right, thank you very much, CSP Abdullah Haruna Kiawa, for your detailed and candid insight this evening. The work of the Kano State Police Command is crucial, and we appreciate your time on Horizon.
Thank you.
And to our listener, thank you for joining. Remember, security is a shared responsibility. Report suspicious activities or persons to the nearest police station. This has been Horizon, a program which bridges the gap between you and the police by linking up with police commands across the nation, airing every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. This is where you hear firsthand from the officers tasked with your security. Special appreciation to all my callers, my viewers, and also those who drop their comments on Facebook. Thank you very much for that. We appreciate you. And also to the Force Public Relations Officer, CSP Benjamin Hundeyin, and to my producer, Omoza Balogun. Thank you for joining us. Join us again on Wednesday for another fresh edition of Horizon. Until then, stay safe, stay alert, enjoy the rest of your week. My name is Ali Udoma. Good evening and goodbye for now.